Good morning and welcome back to school. 2015-2016 is going to be an awesome school year for all of us. Welcome to Somerset Early Childhood Elementary. Just wanted to make sure everyone got coffee and some pastries that we provided for you. And please make yourself at home. Please get up at any time throughout the presentation and get whatever's needed. I know I've met some of you during the summer, as I saw you prepping for your beautiful classrooms for the beautiful children who are about to enter the school year. Please, if you have not met me, my name is Patricia Cortez, and I am your new principal for the Somerset Early Childhood Elementary. For right now, I want everybody to please stand up, and we're going to walk around the room. We're going to do a little activity and try to find somebody who's wearing the same type of shoes you're wearing today, and then discuss a little bit about why you're wearing those shoes and your dislikes, your likes, and just to get to know each other a little better around the room. So I'll give you about a couple of minutes to do that, and then we could come back and start our presentation. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. Yes, so at the end, it looks like all of us a lot of us have this common shoes that we wear. We all tend to wear either comfortable shoes because we're on our feet all day, or flat shoes. Some of us are brave enough to wear heels, and thank you for that. Some of the women here, so whatever you prefer to wear. But yes, same thing with shoes. I noticed some of you were huddled around, and then your conversations all kind of went back to talking about education, just like all of us, because we all have that common goal, education. So let's go ahead and get started. You're probably wondering, who is this lady? Who is this lady who's going to be the new principal for Somerset Early Childhood Elementary? Just to tell you a few stuff about me. I am a mother. I'm a wife. I've been married for 13 years, and I have two boys. I have a 12 and a 9-year-old. I'm also a house cleaner. I'm also an accountant. I'm a sewer. I'm an educator. And best of all, I'm a teacher. And I will always be a teacher. And I will always act in the best of the interests of the students. And quality teaching comes first. Let me go ahead and read something, a quote that I always kind of like to pin up somewhere around my walls. It just kind of remind me, every child deserves a champion, an adult who will never give up on them and who understands the power of connection and insists that they become the best they could possibly do. That's the one thing I've always read and has been my inspiration. A lot of the times we need inspiration. We need quotes like this just to kind of to pump us up. So I hope you enjoy that. So let's continue on. Let me tell you something a little bit more about my education. I graduated from the University of Incarnate Word in 2001 with a bachelor's degree in business. I worked in the business field for about 10 years. I decided to take a turn when I had my children. I decided I wanted to dive into the education world and see where exactly my children were going to be in, what type of environment. So what's a better way of doing that? It's just diving into it. So that's what I did. I changed my career, and I've been teaching for 6 years, pre-K to 4th grade, and now I have a master's in education from Stephen F. Austin, and I received that in December 2014. And I am ready for this new endeavor with you. I know some of you are new teachers too, so welcome. And we'll do this journey together, and we hope nothing but the best for you, and I hope you wish nothing but the best for me too. So let's continue on. Let me just go ahead and read this a little bit. Principals are the key to teaching quality. It is a leader who both recruits and retains high-quality staff. Indeed, the number one reason for teachers' decisions about whether to stay in a school is the quality of an administrative support. and it is a leader who must develop this organization. And that is by a book that I have in my classroom a lot, Preparing School Leaders for a Changing World. It's by Linda Darlene Hammond, and that's a very good book if you don't have it. Or if you ever want to look at it, it's always going to be in my class, in my office. So yeah, so if you ever feel like you need to borrow this book, just let me know, and I'll have that in my office, and I'm more than welcome to. I'll be more than happy to lend that to you. So let's move on. I'm going to go ahead and share a little bit of information about my philosophy of education. My philosophy of education consists of believing that each child is unique individual who needs a secure, caring, and stimulating atmosphere in which to grow and mature emotionally, intellectually, physically, and socially. It is my desire as an educator to help students meet their fullest potential in these areas by providing an environment that is safe, supports risk-taking, and invites the sharing of ideas. There are three elements that are important to establishing such environment. Number one, the teacher acting as a guide. Number two, allowing a child's natural curiosity to direct his or her learning. And number three, promoting respect for all things and all people. For myself, teaching provides an opportunity for continual learning and growth. One of my hopes as an educator is to instill a love of learning in my students as I share my own passion for learning with them. I feel there is a need for compassionate, strong, and dedicated individuals who are excited about working with children. In our competitive society, it is important for students not only to receive a solid education, but to work with somebody. My philosophy of leadership. My philosophy of leadership is someone who listens well, leads by example, and empowers others in their team, who can effectively motivate and inspire and provide the team with thoughtful vision and strategic direction. So I'm going to go ahead and share our school vision. I know I sent a survey and we created a school vision. We created a committee to create a school vision, and this is what we came up with over the summer with my content leaders. Our Somerset Early Child Elementary is a place where everyone is welcomed and you're not alone. We work, learn, and achieve together. We respect and care for everyone and everything around us. Somerset Early Childhood Elementary sets high standards of learning and celebrates the achievement of each child. Somerset Early Child Elementary is a place where everyone is different and has importance. Very nice. Thank you for those who sat in the committee and creating the school vision, and I hope all of us could work together on keeping this true. This is just something, the way my leading will be. I will try to be well-rounded around my students, staff, teachers, parents, and community at all times. Number one reason, every student is important. Students come before policies. Know when to bend the rules for equity. Make students feel special and loved, and that's very important for us being in early childhood elementary. Some of these 3, 4, and 5-year-olds sometimes don't have that love at home. And I feel as our jobs as educators not only to teach them, but also to make them feel special and loved. They should be able to and want to come to school, and we have to create that environment for them. Treat students as if they were your own children. That's always been one of my number one roles that I always kind of go by. This is something about what effective principals do. We shape a transformational vision of academic success for all students. We create a very good climate. We manage people, data, and processes. We improve instruction. We cultivate leaderships in others. How we do that, I think one of the main things that we're going to have to do in this school is creating PLCs. PLC is a professional learning community. It's a strategy by which lessons are jointly developed among members through an ongoing series of coordinating learning activities for a defined set of members. Um, Having PLCs in our school will be one way to improve our instruction and get that quality teaching that we need. One of the quotes that I found that was inspiring is two of them that I found. The civil rights issues of our times. Our challenge is to make sure every child has a fair and chance to succeed in life, and that's why education is a great civil rights of our times, and that was by President George Bush. And Barack Obama did indicate too many of our kids are dropping out of schools. That's not a black and white problem. That's just everybody's problem. It doesn't matter which side of the political spectrum you're on. There's little doubt about education. It's a civil rights issue of our time. It's not a white or black problem. It's everybody's problems. Leaders at the top of our government from both parties have recognized this. We know that our educational attainment directly affects nearly every aspect of the quality of life in adulthood. The inability of our education system to meet the needs of our least advantaged children is a fundamental injustice. If we fail to close the achievement gap, an entire class of kids will grow up at a fundamental disadvantage, unable to compete and consigned to a life of poverty. So it's our jobs as educators to provide that, to provide quality teaching, to give them that education for them to move forward. I know a lot of us are sitting like the owl on the left-hand side right now, nice, clean, cut, prepped, ready to go. And I know at the end we look like the owl on the right. Please, if you need any help, support, I have an open door policy. Please come. The only thing I do expect from you is just to be on time, be at your duty station. Try to greet your students every morning with a simple good morning. I think that makes all the difference when you acknowledge them. We don't know what kind of acknowledgement they get at home, but we want to make sure we acknowledge them here at our school. Never argue, yell, or use bad language with students. And model. Whatever we do in our classrooms, we have to model it. We have to show an example of how we want these children to be treated or behave, and how we do that is by modeling. Always be a team player, and also, lastly, please check your school email at least once a day for school communication and for important reminders that might need to go out or for you to know about. At the very end, concluding my presentation, I would like to read something from Robert F. Kennedy. It's a numberous, diverse acts of courage and belief that human history is shaped each time a person stands up for an ideal or acts to improve a lot of others or strikes out against, he sends forth a tiny ripple of hope. If we put all our ripples together, we can make a wave together. And that's what I hope as a staff. We create that large wave, and we create the ripple of hope for our little ones in this school. And I thank you very much, and I look forward to working with all of you this great school year that we're going to have. Thank you. And now let's go ahead and let our next presenter present. Thank you.